Like I needed to learn everything so I know how to make a song. And I'd watch videos over videos over videos and then apply it, then fail, apply it, then fail.
And so when did you decide to make that switch from dance to I'm going to become a musician?
A couple things. So one, uh I started to, it was actually this moment. It was actually exactly this moment. So I was dancing, dancing, dancing. But then I realized some people weren't like crazy excited, like if an artist came into town. This happened when Blues Fest was happening. And everybody was so excited for like these artists to come. And then I started thinking like, damn, like why are they so like, dancers, they don't really. And then I just started thinking like, and then I started telling myself like, I don't want to be just a dancer. I want more. So I started vlogging, and I still felt that I needed something more. And then I started to listen to music, and I'm like, yo, I really want to do music. I really want to try music. And I wouldn't start for a second, like for a while. I wouldn't start music, but then I'd start to listen to music, and I'd kind of just get like mad at myself that I wasn't doing it. So long story short, I started being at my house a lot because I had a story with breaking my hand. I was there, and then next thing you know, I started researching what do I need to get music, bought the equipment, and then went for it.
If we look at Tiagz Talks 001,
Oh wow.
was Stop Overthinking and Just Do It. That was the title of
Was
the
that
video.
at a Tim Hortons? No, wait.
I don't remember where that was, but I feel like that's very applicable to this scenario.
Yeah. Damn. Wow.
You know what I mean?
Mindset. Yeah.
So like for someone in that situation then, where they want to start something but they can't get themselves over that starting line, what's your advice to someone in that situation?
To just start, literally, because I feel like people think it, like I used to sit in my couch or in my bed and just think about, okay, I'm gonna start. I would create a fake scenario in my head on how everything is gonna happen, but then I realized like, yo, I'm still sitting here. So I'm like starting, because when you start, there's energies that just come that keeps you going to whatever. I don't know, it's just actions.
See, so you laugh when I ask that question because the answer seems so simple. You know what I
It is
mean?
so
But
simple.
for so many people, it's so hard to actually to take that step and start. But it's the most important thing you can do.
Literally.
And the other thing too, you said there too, is like you were kind of like laying out the path. You like
Yeah.
had the map, but then you still didn't start. So you mean like manifesting works, but manifesting works only if you work too. You know
Yes,
what I
sir.
mean? And it's like that's the key. Is to stop overthinking and just
do
do it,
it.
right?
Just
I
do
think
it.
too. So you said when you were to learn all this, like you were self-taught, you did this all yourself. And it
Mhm.
was just back to when you were in Venezuela and you were just looking up videos on how to be more confident, how to approach people, how to talk to people. You just did that, but with music, right? And that's how you
Yeah.
taught yourself how to do the whole
Literally,
thing.
I'd watch. It was really annoying, not gonna lie, because it was so long. I'd watch 50 minutes of guy like making a beat and how to make a beat, or I'd watch like how to mix a song, because a song takes mixing and mastering, and I had no one, so I had to learn. Like I needed to learn everything so I know how to make a song, and I'd watch videos over videos over videos, and then apply it, then fail, apply it, then fail, and yeah, YouTube. YouTube was the game for me.
And so that's like back to not starting. Like one of those excuses is I don't know how, and you just kind of put like you can use the internet. Everything you need to know is right
Everything
there at
is
your
there.
fingertips. And another excuse is like I don't have the gear. So tell me about the gear you had when
Oh,
you just
okay.
started.
So I had some money saved up from like, because I was teaching dance before. I had some money saved up, and my first microphone was an MXL microphone, and it cost me I think $45. Yeah, and it was not the best mic, but I did do some some cool songs with it, and I think there's really not an excuse. Like I always go like back, like okay, I don't have money, then I'll get a job and save up, buy the gear, and then quit the job. There's always a solution. And then if people say, oh, like there's just always, you can apply like on Indeed, like, and just go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And odds are you're applying to Indeed either on a computer or a phone. And if you have one of those two things, you can probably start creating now. You know what I mean? Like it
Literally.
won't be great, but like I always tell people when it comes to podcasts, like if you have a phone, if you hold your phone really close, the audio doesn't sound that bad, and
Literally,
you can
it's
start a podcast.
it's
You know what I
such a
mean?
good audio. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like people just make excuses, you know. But that's why I was curious about the gear you had when you started out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like the gear doesn't matter. It's how you use the gear. At the
Yeah,
end of the
because
day.
like I remember now that you say that, I was sitting on the floor literally, and I had like this white box that my mom bought to put clothes in, and I had to, this pop filter, stuck it in, put the computer on it, and I'll hold the mic, not even a mic stand, and I just record my first song like that. And it was really because I was so determined to just get a song done. And once I did the song, I was like, yo, this is it.
And so when you publicly started talking about making music, it was 2017, I believe. Was that?
I think so. It's been 4 years that I'm making music. So if we do the math, I think it's 2017.
Yeah. So it was Tiagz vlog 017. I'm making music now.
Oh yeah.
Some people
Yeah.
are gonna hate. So,
Yeah.
So like, what was that reaction like from your friends and family when you're like, "Hey, I'm not just dancing anymore. I'm also making the music."
My parents had no clue about it. They saw me like with a mic stand, and my mom was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, like I didn't even say what I was doing." But I knew that people were gonna hate because, I had a lot of people tell me, "Yo, stick to dancing, stick to dancing." Like, like even close people, like, they, I don't want to mention names, but like they'd tell me like, "Yo, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this and that. You gotta go to LA, you gotta go here, blah 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 blah." Like, dancing is easier. You should stick to dancing. And I just knew that because I don't know, when you start something, there's always gonna be people that want to put you down. So yeah.
Always. And so in that situation, how do you know who to listen to? Because everyone's giving you advice. So how do you know whose advice to take in?
I would listen to the people that actually done something, like why am I gonna listen? That's what kept me like, okay, what this person is saying is not it. So that's what kept me going.
And like it's not like you were like making music for fun back in 2017. Like you've been on the grind since pretty much you started.
Yeah.
Like I can remember, I know we've talked about the
Yeah.
past, but it's like you messaged me back when I was like vlogging consistently.
that,
Like
yeah.
you messaged me on Instagram, you're like, "Yo, can you put my song in your vlog?" It's
Yeah.
like if on my vlog channel
Thank
somewhere,
you,
if
by
you
the
go,
way.
oh no
I
worries,
appreciate
man.
that.
It was just like if you go back far enough, there's a vlog I put in there, and it's like
Yeah,
it was
it's
Shoot.
the one outside. You were
Yeah, and the
outside,
song was
yeah.
Shoot, and it was just like it was perfect because like I always do like for whenever I vlog, I always take shots of my feet when I'm walking, and so you sent me a song called Shoot, and I was like, this is perfect for those shots when I'm like walking,
That's
and
pretty
so it's
fire.
just cool. Like, and I remember too because we'll get to this in a bit, was like when your Instagram got deleted, right? And like because I followed you on your original Instagram, and like you were always like you post a lot. And then you were
Yeah.
always in my feed, and then you were just gone one day, and it never really hit me that like you just weren't popping up in the feed anymore. And like
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, maybe like you stopped making music, which I was like, that's weird. Like you don't seem like the kind of
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
And then I remember on TikTok, like this was probably like 3 years later, and I was like scrolling, and like you popped up on my feed,
Wow.
and I was like, you didn't stop making music. Like
Wow,
you're still
that's
going. Like, let's
crazy.
fucking go. Like because you were gone, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
And so like it was just a cool moment when I realized like you were still making music. You know what I mean? I was
That's
like, oh, that's the
crazy.
guy that sent me the song. And then like it was a video that didn't have your music in it. And so and this was after your songs had popped.
Yeah.
And I didn't even realize they were yours. Like the
Wow.
songs that were going, like
Yeah.
it's like I'd be like listening to those songs and I didn't know that it was you.
That's
like
crazy.
it never clicked
never
in until
really
I saw
connected.
I saw a video of you. And so I was like, oh, you're on like TikTok, and like maybe you just made the switch from Instagram to TikTok.
Oh,
And that's why I
okay,
see
okay,
Instagram.
okay.
So I followed you on TikTok, and then like you popped up again like later on. I was like, oh, that's those are your fucking songs. Like it
That's
was just like
crazy,
crazy. You know
bro.
what I mean? Like that full circle from back from I just always remember back in 2017, like you just messaged me out of
Bro,
nowhere
I
before you
was
didn't even
on
know
the
me.
grind,
And like
yeah.
I always just think that's so cool that like you're one of the ones that like you worked your ass off for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just
I
like
really did.
like it's
Like
crazy.
no ego shit. I actually did.
Yeah, like we'll even like as we keep going here, like there's more stories I found in prepping that like I think are just gonna keep showing the amount of work that you put in to get here.
Appreciate that.
But the first song was Society, right?
Society.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had a pretty like well produced video for that too, right?
Oh yeah.
Like TD Place, is that where you recorded?
TD Place. Yeah.
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 That's like talk to me then. Like, do you remember making that first song?
Yeah, that was the song I was holding
Oh, that
the
was that
microphone.
one.
Yeah, and even when like the little thing the cable moved, you'd hear like like some weird shit. And yeah, I was recording that song, and honestly, I didn't even know what I was saying. I just liked the way I was sounding, so I was like just going with it, and I made the song. And then I was like, oh, I need a video for it, and I started sponsoring the post. And I was getting mad, hey, like, yo, this is trash, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, shit, should I continue? And That's what happened with that song. And then I went to the next one.
So why did you continue? Because you talked about like there's people in your circle that were like kind of hating a little bit. Now you promote this video, people are hating. Like you're getting lots of hate from different
Lots of
angles
hate,
right when
yeah.
you start. So why did you like, you know what? I'm gonna keep going. Like how did you turn those people out?
I was in the beginning, I was just obsessed with doing it. I was so obsessed that no outside voice was like hitting me because I just wanted to get good. I wanted, yeah, like I was obsessed with it. Like time when I was in it, time because I was done high school, right? So I had nothing else to do, and when I was in it, time just flew. Like I'd be in it for 5 minutes, and then it's already nighttime. So that's what got me in.
So it was just like you fell in love with the process.
Yeah, I just loved the process of making it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think people are always like looking for that thing that's just gonna like they're gonna fall in love with. But like was it like an instantaneous thing? Like the first day you sat down to learn about music and started doing it, did you fall in love with it? It was like after putting in some work you started to realize how much you
I think it was after I made my first song. That was when I was like, yo, this is fire. Like, and then I continued.
I remember when I was prepping for this, I'm trying to see, I have it written down here. I don't know if I have the song written down. I don't. But you used to like practice your music on the way to work. Like I think I watched a vlog of you like biking in the winter time or something to save time, and like that's crazy. So like talk to me about some of like the sacrifices you made early on. Like did you quit your job at one point, like before you'd even made it, like to just focus on music for a little while? Did that happen?
No, so I didn't have a job for a very long time. I was making music. But then at some point, like I was like I was with my ex at the time, and I realized like, damn, I'm actually broke, right? So I was like, yeah, damn, I can't even like take out, like I felt bad because I was like, damn, like. So I went one time to the Tim Hortons, and then I started looking for a job with my broke ass computer, and I applied for some jobs. I got accepted to one, and that's when I started working part time.
Okay. And so did you not have a job at that point because you wanted to focus on music? Was that
Yeah, I just wanted to do music, but then also one of the reasons I wanted to apply for a job is like I wanted to use the money for marketing because I felt like, a lot of people charge, for like a TikTok post or whatever. So I was like, let me get a job, let me use this money and then push it for TikTok.